everybody, it's Doug here, Doug Mr. Guy on Board Game Geek, bringing you episode 16 of our playthrough of the Witcher Adventure board game. This is our learning session where we are deep in it and heading toward the home stretch of completing Quest 2 of 2 for our heroes. It looks like we have Triss Marigold well in securing her lead, even though it doesn't look on the board like she's very far ahead by points with only a 1-point spread. She's got a 16-point quest closer to completion than Geralt, who has an 8-point quest. So, well, let's get right to it. We have Geralt's turn. Now, Geralt really took a hit because of some devastating combat that he had that slowed him down, which I think is a risk in the game. But we're going to get right to it. Let's look at his sheet first. So here's Geralt's sheet. You can see he still has an injury and a severe injury on his investigation ability, which he could probably use about now because he's got to try and find some way to catch up. He needs 2 combat proofs of combat to get to his main mission. He's only got 2 combat points right now, or 2 combat leads. One more will get him 1 proof of combat. That needs 3 more. But let's. He's also full up on his potions. He's got tokens on all his potions. His signs are ready to go. We just got to keep him going. So let's get right to it and go to the board where he's going to make a quick move and then probably pick up some investigation and maybe. We'll heal him up and get that wound off his investigation space. So here's Geralt. He's right next to Triss. Now Triss does have a support quest that requires 3 purple. Too bad Geralt only has 1 right now. But we are going to move him. He is going to move there. The reason he's moving there is because he wants a red combat evidence of combat, which is going to give him 3 evidences of combat, and as a free part of his action he can turn those in for a proof of combat. So he's got 1 of the 2 that he needs. But that was his first action. For his second action we're going to heal, and we're going to remove this severe action from his investigation space. So that was his entire turn. Now we got to look and see what's on his space. As you can see here, this is the regions section for him. So he's got a silver creature there that he cannot avoid. So let's end his turn by looking at what we got here in this creature. It's the Kikimor. Okay, the Kikimor. It is a Strength 4, Defense 2 beastie. If we succeed, we receive a VP. If we fail, we suffer 1 wound for each wound each defense we are short. So let's go get his dice and see what we're going to do. Now, before we do that, I am going to make sure that we use his Zugul's Vigor, which allows him to re-roll his hero, his 3 hero dice. So we're going to take that token from there, and we're going to go to the dice bowl. Additionally, he's going to pull out all his stops because he does not want to suffer any injuries. So we're also going to use this to prevent any normal wounds from the battle, and he's going to dump that too. Now, he used both of the things he had brewed, but we're going to get his dice ready and roll. So hopefully, with some luck, he didn't need him, and he'll be able to kill this thing anyway. But we will see. Well, okay, so he's got 1 defense. He has got he has the 4 combat that he needed, so he has killed it, but he needs 2 defense, and he has not rolled his Witcher sign. So all he's got, well, see, if he uses this one, it actually turns one of these into a defense, and he loses. So we're going to re-roll this one. We're going to keep that defense, re-roll that die, and he got a sword. That's not good at all. But we can do this. He does have. Now that's going to give him combat dice, not defense dice. So he is going to fail the defense by 2. Oh wait, defense is only 2. He's going to fail it by 1. So he will take a wound for this, but he did kill the beast with 4 swords. And so he's going to take 1 normal wound, which we'll put on his... I was going to put it on his development, but we can't, so we'll have to put it back on his investigation. He'll have to heal again next turn. But he did kill the beast, granting him 1 victory point. So that was another silver creature dead, and that is going to end Geralt's turn. So let's move on to Triss Marigold for turn 16. Triss is well on her way to scoring a final victory here. So for her first action, she is going to move there. She's going to pick up a red investigation. That gives her a total of 7. There's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, which if you look on her chart will give her for a proof of combat that she needs to to complete half of her quest at least. And she needs a proof of magic, and that's going to be pretty easy for her. In fact, what we're going to do for her, the next part of her turn, is we're going to use her prepare ability and put a token, a spell token, on this spell right here so that she can avoid any creatures. Now, we're safe right now because Geralt killed the creature that was in that area, but the reason I want to do that at this point in time is because she'll be able to use it next turn. I know that something will reappear, since at the end of her turn there's nothing there. We're going to go to the war track and advance it, put something down. It looks like it's going to be a Foul Fate token. Okay, you can see that we're on this spot right here, so we're going to move it up one, which does in fact place a Foul Fate token on the space. Let me see if you can see it right there. Right here where they are located. So there's a Foul Fate there. Now she doesn't encounter it this turn, but if she was in a same location next turn, she will, which is very likely. But regardless of that, we're going to continue on and see what we get. She is very, very close to winning the game, actually, but we're going to keep on going. So that ends the turn and ends this session. This is a very quick session, so sorry it was so short, but that's the way it goes. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. This is turn 16. We're about to do turn 17. Turn 17 may very well be the second to last turn. I don't know. I don't think it's going to be the last turn because Triss has got a couple things she needs to do before she can actually complete her quest. This might give Geralt a little time to catch up, but I don't think he's going to make it. Anyway, we're going to end it there. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you next time.